song done, transition done, and on Def and on Discord done. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. Oh, I think I need to adjust my mic settings. Hold on. Forgot I changed that. All right. Welcome back to another episode, everyone, of the Neon Podcast. It's episode 168. We're one closer to that another nice number, but that will be done when that gets done. Anyways, we have a returning guest today on the podcast. Woohoo! Who new guests? Nah, we bring returning guests back on the podcast. Of course you do. So last minute filling in once again on this episode is actually not an intended guest because one of my friends dropped because something came up for him. But now we have an opportunity to bring back, like I said, a returning guest, Zach. Hi, how are you, man? How are you doing?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. It's a Wednesday. Uh, I went to the gym earlier today and had some dinner. And it's in that middle of the week for it's hump day for me, so thankfully it's been a slow work week and man, I'm just like trying to eat really healthy and being in the because I eat pretty unhealthily on the weekends. So when it's a regular week and I'm just eating very boring, plain stuff, it's not that exciting. So it gets very, very plain. It's just chicken and rice and maybe like some bread here and
Yeah,
there.
I think that sounds delicious, in my opinion.
I mean, for sure, for some people, like, I'm not, it's like I had some sauce and some stuff here and there just to add a little bit of flavor, but like that's what I end up eating for majority of my meals throughout like the entire week. I it's just chicken rice for lunch, chicken rice for dinner. I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah. Cause it gets, repetitive. I'm not mad about it because, at least I like eating it, but it's not exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So how about you? You just doing anything exciting or stuff recently?
Well, I've been just working out recently.
Ooh,
Like,
working out.
yeah, I've been doing some push-ups, sit-ups, dancing, and stuff like that.
Ooh, you
Pretty cool.
dance?
Yeah,
Yeah, what kind of dance? What you got? You got hip hop, salsa, what you got?
like, like a variety. Like, in K-pop is one of them, and J-pop too.
Ooh, K-pop dance is nice. So you learn choreo and stuff or that they have or do you make stuff up as you go?
Uh, we just I just like learn it at first, and I just go for it.
Nice,
That's what I
dude.
do.
Nice. Do you ever go to um like conventions or like those K-pop meetup things where like they have a bunch of people dancing to choreo and there's like the open floor or anything? I don't know if you live in an area with one of those that does that, but I've seen my friends who are in K-pop occasionally do that. So I was just curious if you do any of that.
Well, I did it at one point, like around LA, when to meet up twice because they had a pop-up store. Like I think it was in like West Hollywood, near it was like near West Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like playing like some songs, like which I know some dances, and it was like, oh, I know this dance, so I just did it. I just went for it. Then yeah, that's how it went. It went pretty well.
Nice. Was that the recent one? That was like a week ago? Or
The,
or
the
is
one
that is
that
there a different is that a different one that I'm thinking
oh
of?
that was like in I- last year,
Oh,
May
that last.
March.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
March.
Yeah, because I was like, I
That
don't
was pretty
remember.
nice.
I was gonna say because my friend went to one. I don't even remember if it was twice. I just remember it was a K-pop group and it was like a pop-up meetup thing somewhere in LA. And my friend went and she was like super excited. So that's why I was curious. I don't know if it was the same one because I didn't know the details. I just know like she's a big Twice fan and big K-pop fan. So she ends up going to all
Uh-huh.
those events in like SoCal and stuff. So that's why I was just curious. That's cool though. That's cool. How long you been into like K-pop and to dancing and stuff? Because I feel like you working out is more of a recent thing, but it sounds like K-pop has been like a long time hobby for you, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
How long?
For K-pop, I started listening to K-pop like I guess the first time I listened to K-pop was when like Gangnam Style was released.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that was your first K-pop song or that era?
Yeah, eventually that was the first the I don't know if that counts, but I'm just gonna assume because it's K-pop and yeah. That was my first actually K-pop song I listened to. And I didn't know that was K-pop.
Dang, what is that? That's like 2012, 2013-ish. Dang.
Yeah.
So you've been in there, you've been in the scene for like 10 years now. That's pretty awesome. Who's so obviously you like Twice. Are they your favorite group?
Yeah, man. For sure.
Oh, nice, nice. Who's your favorite member? Who do you stand?
I have two, so
Okay.
it's Chewie and Jiho.
Oh, okay. All right, nice, 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 nice. I res- I
Yeah.
respect those. I respect those. Those are like I hear them. I hear them a lot too. I think they're also one of my friends' favorites. I think
Oh,
Jiho's my
that's
friend's
nice of
favorite.
them. How
Yeah,
about you?
I don't follow them. Like I know of them and I like generally know their names. If you told me to tell you which one is who, I wouldn't be able to know. But I'm like I remember them from like because my friends who are into it occasionally sends me like reels or TikToks with them and I'm like, oh yeah, they're funny, dude. When they're on like variety shows or stuff like that, or little behind the scenes stuff. I'm like, oh, that's funny for pop stars and they're having fun. But yeah, I don't really have a bias because I'm not too into the scene. So
I
yeah,
understand that, man. Don't worry.
yeah. I'm just like K-pop is cool, um, but not for me at this moment. Anyways, I like the music and stuff when I hear good songs because I'm a man of music. Uh,
Yeah.
when I hear a good
Good
song I
taste.
like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good song, and I occasionally have some of the most mainstream K-pop songs on my playlist. But other than that, it's pretty much it. So
Yeah, same here. In my Spotify top songs, usually it's like K-pop and stuff, which is pretty cool.
nice. That's what because
Mhm.
now my I'm pretty sure by the end of the year my wrap up Spotify Wrapped is probably going to be more biased towards um pop now. Like it usually is kind of
Huh?
biased towards pop, but it's not like my top one or two. It's usually around three or four for top genres, but it might go up a spot this year because I'm playing a lot more J-pop and a lot more K-pop in my because I made a new playlist for when I have friends over and just listening to new music. So it's gonna be. I think it's pretty funny that I'm just like, oh yeah, slowly getting into K-pop. Spalding, hi, how are you? I already know my Spotify rap. Yeah, it's Yui, huh? You, I know yours. I know yours, Spalding. Um,
Dude, I have a
oh,
feeling
IU.
that's same
Sorry,
for me too.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah, don't worry.
apologize. Go ahead.
No, no way. But anyways, you know about what you said about pop is gonna be one of your top genre for
Mm-hmm.
Spotify. Basically, it's gonna be the same thing for me too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be crazy. And I'm kind of curious to know what my top five artists is, but I'm assuming Twice is gonna be one of the top five because I listened to like I went to like on a marathon twice, like the whole song, every album they release, and yeah,
Dang. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be on your top genres for sure. Whole marathon. I
yeah,
see that's funny because you say that like I do the same thing, but for like rock bands. I'm
oh
just
wow,
like well I'm gonna go. It might haven't been on there twice. Haha, good one, Spalding. Yeah, I when I hear a band song, right? Sometimes like it's a new band I've never heard of, or a band that I've heard of before, but only know like maybe a handful of their songs. And I'm like, you know what? I got time. So then I'll just go to their artist page on Spotify and just hit shuffle. I don't know how many songs they have, how many albums. I just like, let's see what they sound like. Let's go through like their top songs, what makes them popular, and then we'll dive into their other songs. Because typically I would say it's like a 60-40 chance that no 65-35 that I'll likely like more of their music if I like more than one of their songs.
uh huh,
Because there's usually like, oh, there's their popular song that everyone likes. I typically end up liking one of those songs for a rock or metal band or something like that, which is
uh huh,
pretty normal because I like that genre. But you know, sometimes like they're more um I don't, it's not generic sound, but their overall sound. Yeah, there you go. Their overall sound isn't
Uh-huh.
something that I would normally listen to on a regular basis. So I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll leave them alone, or something like that. So, and then there have been times where a friend or I see a song recommendation on Instagram through like an ad, and I go, wow, that's a really good song. And then I go dive into their music and I add like all their albums to my playlist. And I'm just like, wow, this is a good band. I like their sound. So it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen.
I get that, man.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's why um I was like, yeah, I don't think you follow. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. I don't remember,
I
but
think I do.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if you keep up with stories, if you're on the platform or not. But when it's funny because I do like songs of the day on my Instagram stories sometimes, and be like,
Oh
oh
yeah,
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 this
yeah,
is
that's right.
yeah. So I'll occasionally like, oh, here's this J rock song, J pop song, but then I look back at it, I was like, man, I definitely have like a skewed song of the day preference because it's all like J pop, it's like Japanese based, and then it's rock based, and then occasionally I'll throw in like one hip hop song or what, and then like the EDM songs and stuff. But I don't step out too much of those genres because I'm just not saying those aren't my types of music because usually like I like listening to other genres too. It just happens that
Uh-huh.
my algorithm is so deep into those genres that that's what I end up discovering more of outside of the artists I already follow. So it's really funny. People are like, man, or people aren't like, man, another one, but some people who don't look up new music be like, I appreciate your songs of the day. I really like it. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate that.
Good
Yeah,
one, man.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you're brought on here last minute because my friend Kemp. I thought he was going to be available this week. He ends up turning him not. So, and I know we brought on here, and thanks for showing up. So, let's. You had some stuff to talk about in mind, dude. So I think it's a general story time episode. I'll say generally, somewhat,
Mhm.
and we'll go back and forth with it. I think you wanted to talk about like streaming and stuff, man. Because last time you were on here, we talked about how you got into games and the games that you play and all that good stuff. But now we're
Mhm.
on to that next step, right? We're like, okay, now we
Uh-huh.
got we couple episodes ago, couple dozen episodes ago, we had you, but now you're back. You're like, all right, so gaming, and now the evolution of Zach
Yeah.
Attacker 1234 on Twitch. You became a streamer, dude. So, I mean, where do you want to start with all of this? I'm gonna just like leave it open to you where you want to start, man.
Alright, so my first time I ever streamed outside of like it was actually outside of Twitch. So basically I started doing like Instagram live streams
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I did gaming and stuff, variety, or just like to chat and chill. It was pretty cool and fun. Like usually I had my friends like just came in the chat just to say hi and just chat with me or whatever. And we just like chat about various topics they want whatever they want to talk about. And it was pretty well and that's when I just decided to start streaming. But like when like during the COVID time, like during lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where I started to take streaming as a hobby. So I had like lots of fun doing that. Like, hey, I should do this more of these. Like, I usually like stream like if I have time to do it and if I feel like it, and that's why I got started.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, so what made you start streaming on Instagram first? Because that's an interesting starting point. Because Instagram technically didn't have streaming for that long. Because like you say pre-COVID, and it's already 2024. So pre-COVID's like 2019, 2018, right? And but that's such an interesting platform to start streaming on, in my opinion, compared to, obviously there's Twitch. YouTube was just investing more into their streaming platform, and just either other indie platforms. But why Instagram?
Okay, so Instagram, I joined Instagram like around early 2019, like January, like
Mm.
if I remember correctly. So yeah, I saw like the streaming feature, like, hey, I should test this out, and then I tested it out and like, oh, it looks like I'm live. and I had some fun doing it. I just invited a few friends over just to chat with me and other stuff. And this day, like I sometimes I try my best to do Instagram live streams if I have time. Sometimes I try my best not to play like any music because I don't want to be like too quiet. But
Mm-hmm.
I try my best to play like music that's not copyrighted because otherwise the stream might stop or just get taken down for copyright reasons, which pretty much sucks. Because I don't like to have my stream to be like, pretty like quiet and boring, you know. So I
Mm-hmm.
just try my best to like find like any like maybe like lo-fi music, I guess. I think that's like less likely to get like to stop me from streaming.
Right, right,
But
right, right.
yeah, like lo-fi, non-copyright music. But yeah, it was it went pretty well, and then like I stopped like around like late 2019 because of school and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or I just lost interest. I don't know. But yeah, I still had fun regardless streaming. So that's where I started, and it went pretty well.
Nice. So then
Uh
you
huh.
you stopped streaming on Instagram, and then you came over to Twitch, right? Were you using Twitch before you were streaming, just like as a regular viewer at all, or were you just like this is what you when you got introduced to the Twitch platform?
Okay, so well, I joined Twitch like back in 2017,
Oh, so it was
and
definitely before.
yeah, yeah, I didn't stream and stuff because I know how the thing works, but I just like use it to watch like other streamers, and I didn't use Twitch that much until like 2020-ish because that's where I watched some streamers like Kev Jumbo, Ryan Higa, and other YouTubers who became streamers, and that's where like I started to like watch streamers and stuff. And I think in my first streamer I watched, I forgot. I think it was Ninja, the guy who plays
Oh,
Fortnite.
right.
Yeah, the guy who plays Fortnite. And basically, I watch the streams, but I don't like really chat much because sometimes his chat is like usually subscribers only, and I don't want to like. I mean, I would love to subscribe, but I thought when you mean subscribe, like I thought I meant the YouTube way, but you have to pay money to order to subscribe. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, no offense to streamers, but like I try my best to like use my money wisely. Like I like to sub, but I'm trying to like figure out if I could save money for stuff like that.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
totally understand. I mean, technically, it is a free platform for what it is. So, like, I get it. I get it. So try not to spend that extra money if you don't have to, or if you can't.
Yeah,
I totally understandable, dude.
yeah, that's right, man.
So then you start watching. So it was basically so you came over to watch some of the YouTube, like some of the older YouTubers transform into streamers themselves. That's interesting. And then
Yeah.
Ninja, and then did you like because I know you were part of those communities because obviously I met you through Kev and I knew you were already part of Ryan's community. Um,
Uh-huh.
for those, did you ever expand out to meeting other people through those communities as well, or how did that happen?
Okay, so as I went to like more communities like Kevjamos, Ranhigas, and so on, that's where
Mm-hmm.
I met like new people. Like it was pretty nice. Like I met like Babo Abe, Peter Park, Natsumi,
Mm-hmm.
or like basically also known as Wendy, and other streamers like that, and Celine, Stars
Mm-hmm.
Maiden. And the streamers like basically like play with Ryan a lot, and that's where I like to get to know them more a lot. And it was pretty interesting to know them because they're pretty nice, and I was hoping like, hey, the streamers look nice. Like usually that's the streamers I watch if like Ryan is not streaming or like I just watched for like a different point of view when they play like Valorant, Minecraft, or whatever game they have on.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, like those point of views they have, it was pretty nice. Like usually I stream too, but sometimes I stream off game while someone's streaming, so that's what happens. Like like Mario Party and Mario Kart.
Right.
That's that's what I that's what I do too.
Nice. Nice. That's interesting because I was like, oh man, you follow their community because I know Abe's story of like with Ryan where they were like they became friends, they kind of crashed together, or Ryan crashed at his place and they just became bros and then just started streaming together, and that's really cool. It's really cool how you got to like know and like meet all of them through Twitch. So
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So after that you streamed on Instagram, and then what made you switch to Twitch though?
On Twitch? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a good question. Basically, on Twitch, I started streaming like, that looks like fun, and I should try it out. Like, I saw like other streamers like Ryan Higas and stream like, it looks like he has some fun streaming. So I should give it a shot, and I did. And the first game I streamed was Mario Kart, and I had like lots of fun. Like I was playing well. I have a few chatters with my friends, and that was basically my that's where my journey to becoming a Twitch affiliate started, and and it's still ongoing.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like pretty close to getting Twitch affiliate, and I have the only thing I need to reach is like an average at least 3 viewers. That was pretty hard to get because you have to find like the right time to stream and find the right game to see like the training games like Valorant, Minecraft, etc. You know, so you
Right,
just gotta
right.
like find the right game to stream at the right time. Like like there's like time zones. So if you have a lot of people in the U.S., then I say it's best to stream around the daytime or evening. Because usually, well, mostly evening because that's where everyone's off school and work and stuff. And yeah, the
Mm.
weekend is also like the best time to stream because basically everyone's free and but Sunday. I would say Sunday is somewhat okay to stream because like sometimes people are not that active on social media and according to from my point of view like no one's really active and stuff like that. So yeah, but Sunday's still good. You might get like a few people watching your streams.
Yeah. That's interesting that you talk about that because it's like I feel like especially as a smaller streamer to get affiliate, right? And you don't really have um people to just like bump you, I mean, into affiliate. For me, I didn't even know affiliate was necessarily a thing. I sort of got it on happenstance because I was just streaming on my birthday and my all my friends came through and they're like, "Oh, hey, you're affiliate now." I'm like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "What the hell?" And just made it a special event, which is why I now do affiliate streams or affiliate anniversary with my birthday. But we'll get into that part later. So it's interesting because the reason why I say unless you have like that go-to group that can just show up to shout out to the Kenchi Council, by the way. I know you guys lurk in the streams and stuff. That um getting consistent viewership is definitely hard. That's because, and the reason why I say consistent viewership is hard, especially when getting affiliate or meeting a milestone. And I know some people who have like that, not just for affiliate, but for the Twitch partner program, they have to average 75. And those in itself, just averaging numbers is a difficult thing to do because it says you have to stream a certain amount of times and you have to have the viewers. But, when you say average, right? When it asks for
Hmm.
average, the double-edged sword of how much you stream, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
if you stream more, but then you don't have viewers, the average goes down. You know what I mean? So it's so interesting that stuff like that happens. And I know a couple other friends that are trying to get affiliate as well. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll lurk in your channel, and then hopefully some other people can come through too, and I'll just lurk. So I know that sometimes it's a struggle because even now, oh, I'm an affiliate, but it's not like I have consistent viewership, you know?
Uh-huh.
So it's like I know that struggle. I'm like, because I don't stream for numbers, right? I stream for me,
Yeah.
and consistent viewership is like if it's a thing, then it becomes a thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm grateful. But it's interesting how you have like insight and be like, oh yeah, which days and time zones. Because do you stream during or when you stream, do you stream
Yeah.
on specific days or time frames with the intent of having more viewership, or is it just whenever you're available or whenever you feel like it?
Well, I would say it's like both. So like I could get like more of my friends to like watch my streams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try my best to find like the right time to stream, like whether it's like daytime, like or in the morning. Mostly I go for most of the evening because the morning I sometimes don't have the energy to stream. The afternoon, I would say I somewhat have time or like I don't get interrupted because usually I'm busy in the afternoon and stuff and I have something that might like conflict with my streaming and that's where it gets messed up and stuff like that.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's interesting because for me, I work, a 9 to 5, and like I have a gym schedule, and occasionally, I hang out with friends. For you, what's your do you have like a semi schedule to it? Because you like to say you like to you more or less end up streaming in the evening. Do you um have like a set schedule for what you stream or when you stream, or is it just you just turn on record and turn on the streaming button and you're like whatever I'm doing is what I'm doing?
Well, usually I have like a set of schedule, like I try my best to make it consistent. But like sometimes I have to cancel like like on the last minute due to like scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like pretty unfortunate that I have to cancel like even though I made like a schedule. Like I say
Mm,
like I have like I'm going out for like a family event or whatever it is.
mhm.
And that's where like I'm trying my best to find like I need to find something to like make this up. Like usually if I miss a stream or something on days like that, I try my best to like on a day after that, like the day I was supposed to stream. Like for example, I missed a stream on a day on I didn't stream on Saturday, so I stream on Sunday, but I move I make up my stream for Monday or any other day. I try my best to where I can stream.
So you end up either trying to do like a makeup stream for it type of deal.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Well, that's
Uh huh.
cool. I respect that because it's like some people be like, "Oh, I missed a stream." Oh well, you still stream anyway. So yeah, that's nice. Cool. So then
Yeah.
like you said, you started off with Mario Kart, Mario Party. Is that what you're still streaming now? Because right now, because I know you're playing like Love Live a lot on stream and some other
Yeah.
rhythm games. So like, how
Yeah.
what were you playing when you started on Instagram? Did that change versus what you stream now?
Yeah. And basically, the first game I streamed was like Smash Ultimate. It was pretty nice.
Dang, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
You had like a capture card back then, or were you
I
or
don't know if that was possible to stream with a capture card on Instagram, but I just stream with my phone. That's all I did.
the good old just point the phone?
Yeah, I had to use like a tripod so like I could hold my phone and like because I don't want like have to like do like I have to like look at my phone to make sure it's working and stuff and like I don't want to hold and play game at the same time because it's like it's pretty not that easy. Trust me.
No, I get you. I get that. Oh man, that's interesting. I like how your first one was ultimate on Instagram. That's such a vibe,
Yeah,
especially back then when it was really popping. Oh man, what a time.
yeah. That was like in 2019, by the way.
Hmm. So then
Yeah.
you started off with that, and then you just transitioned to like you said Mario Kart and other stuff. Then
Uh-huh.
nice. So then what? So then you're playing. What would you play now on stream other than like Love Live? What's do you have like a main focus of type of games that you do?
Well, usually I go for like this game called Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. It's like it's a pretty fun game.
Oh, mm.
Yeah, like I'm as I'm playing more that cause since that game the light game was shut down like last year. Another one was shut down like just like a few months ago, like late May. And guess what? That game, the second version of the game only lasted for a few months. like February, March, April, May, like 4 months.
Wait,
And it was
that's
like,
it?
yeah, for the second game, Civ 2, that game only lasted for like 4 months, and it was like crazy.
Oh my god. That's the what the heck? Why a game that only lasts for that long? That seems absurdly short. What the heck?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I don't know what's going on. Like they like shut down because of I don't know what they were doing, but they shut down the game just to make Civ 2, and
Mhm.
then that was like it was completely chaos. Like so crazy. Like it was it really like it was insane that they did that and only for that for like last for like a few months, and it was like pretty insane.
Oh, wow. I mean, did you enjoyed playing it though?
Yeah, of course. I had fun.
Man, I know, dude. Damn temporary games. That's weird. How like they would only do it for temporary. Do you know exactly why they would do that? Is it just like a promotional thing, or what?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hmm. Damn. What a
I mean,
shame.
yeah. Yeah, in the other game, there's like a second game that shut down in the same year. It's called Live All Stars. Basically, the game shut. It only the game was made like around 2019 and 2020, and the game only lasted until like June 2023. Like like it basically the game shut down like a few days after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, this is not the birthday gift I wanted. It
Oh
was like a bad
man.
timing, very bad timing.
Yeah, I can imagine. You're like, oh yeah, let's keep playing, and then they're like, it's done. Ah, that sucks. Oh man.
Yeah, not what I wanted.
Yeah. So then that's what so then you can't unfortunately you're playing that. So when that game ends, did you just go back to what you were playing before or you're like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break from gaming and streaming?
Yeah,
You ended up taking a break?
like usually like when I stream, like sometimes one time I had to take a break because I had to focus on like my classes and stuff, and like because my classes really like ate up my free time, and like my professors like giving me like nonstop like assignments. Like, man, I wish I have time to stream. Like I try my best to do it ahead of time, but yeah. But sometimes I
Mm.
just like sometimes I stream like I don't stream some days just to give myself a break and I just want to do my own thing, you know? But I still have fun streaming regardless.
Okay. Nice, dude. Nice. That's awesome. These professors
Hmm.
think we don't have anything outside of school. Oh man, Spalding. True, 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 true.
Yeah. Like right now I'm like in college and I basically wish that I'm already gonna soon gonna graduate, but nah, fortunately not yet.
Yeah. I feel like it also just depends sometimes like on whether it's your major or your school in general or some even just professor to professor on the class cuz for me I was half lucky that my classes weren't too bad during my time in university, but then at the same time like I was really involved in the clubs that I was a part of, so then even though
Uh-huh.
I had enough time to do, majority of my schoolwork, and but then I dedicate so much time to my club, but then I'm like, okay, I just want a game. Like obviously I didn't stream during college or anything. I did like a few podcasts, not this one, but I did a few podcasts with my friends back, and then what I realized is like, man, I am like not taking care of myself. I was like, oh man, I am eating unhealthily. I'm not like I definitely didn't work out during college, and I definitely sacrificed a healthy sleep schedule when I was in college,
Mhm.
because I was like I wanted to do so much. But I get that it's like you're busy. Like even some of the smaller things for some people like yourself, you can't even do like gaming and streaming, especially when you're really booked on. Uh, when you're just booked with things that you need to do, like that take priority. So took me a
Yeah,
long time to
like
say. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because But basically, like, I don't usually, like last year when I went to Europe, I was thinking of streaming, like doing a real life stream or just streaming a game, but I didn't have time to do it and I didn't have the energy.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. You might have the time, but you might not have the energy. Like that's a whole other story in of
Yeah.
itself
Cause
too.
I was like, cause I was like jet lag, like super hard. Like it it would like really drain my energy to stream. Like I was like so tired. I slept for like a long ass time. And yeah, I mean it was fun regardless in the Europe trip, but it was pretty crazy because the amount of time, because it was basically like a tour, and I had to wake up super early, and on the other hand, I had to do college stuff, which was like I said like I'd love to go, but I'm in my college classes, but I just did it online and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go because I might regret it last minute.
Mhm.
That's what
Mhm.
happened. So yeah, I mean, it still went well regardless, and I gotta say the food in, like, not to be off topic, but in Europe, it was pretty nice there. Like the food was good, and but I didn't see any video game stores. I didn't see much of the video game stores except on the one on the airports because I saw them sell like Nintendo Switch games in the Nintendo Switch too as well,
Wow,
and
wow, at
not
the
just Nintendo
airport?
Switch. Yeah,
What the heck?
I mean. I mean, that was like so random, but that was pretty sick. I mean, I did not expect that to. But by the way, that was in the airport in the UK. I don't
Mhm.
know if they have. I don't know if they have one like in airports like LAX and JFK,
Mhm.
but I'm assuming they do because they have stores like that. I don't know what's the store code, but yeah, I mean that was pretty cool. And when I went to the UK at the airport, it was like, oh, it was pretty nice. Like the people are different. Like, I mean, I'm not used to this kind of stuff because like I'm, as a guy who lives in the US for like since I was born, and it was pretty cool. Like, I mean, I had some friends from the UK as well. It was
Mhm.
really nice, like, have some experience in Europe, like outside the US, because that was basically my first time in a while to be outside the US.
Mm.
But it was nice.
Where did you end up going? So you said you flew into the UK. Where else did you check in Europe? The reason why I'm also interested because I'm gonna end up going to Europe, in like 2 months. So wait, one,
Oh
two, yeah,
yeah.
in 2 months, yeah, in 2 months.
Oh
So
yeah, so I went to like the UK. I went to Portugal, Barcelona, Spain, France, but I didn't go to Paris unfortunately.
mhm.
And that's where they have the Olympics right now.
Right,
Yeah, and what was the thing? Okay, Portugal, France, and Spain. Yeah, those are three countries I went to, including UK.
nice, dude. What was
Yeah.
some of the favorite stuff that you ended up doing on your trip?
Like the eating the food and stuff. We walked a lot. Oh my God, like after my trip. I had like I had like kind of had like a sore pain in my legs, but I had like I gained some muscles because of how much I walked. Because we mostly like travel by like around feet, but we also use the bus to travel around the countries, and it was like a it was like a long drive, a long ride, and we had some stops too.
Nice, nice. That's
Yeah,
I think it's funny because it's like that's just sort of how it is sometimes when you're traveling a country and you're just checking stuff out because it's not like you're gonna have a car, so, especially as a
yeah,
tourist and like unless you're rich and you really want to have that kind of trip. But I feel like it's not as common to or it is common to just walk around and take public transport and stuff like that and occasional stuff. Did you have like a favorite food
yeah.
that you ate there or like out of your favorite countries, did you have a favorite city that you went to?
My favorite city, okay, hands down, it would be Barcelona because like
Ooh.
yeah, despite the people there, like the people who steal stuff, they're called pickpocketers, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, crazy story. But like, someone tried to pick. I was almost like got pickpocketed, but good thing I knew what they're gonna do because usually they do some tricks to like distract you,
Right, right.
to sign petitions and stuff like that. But like on the other hand, like my uncle was my like because I went with my uncle, aunt, and my cousin, not just my parents and my sister. Because my other sister was gonna go, but she had work and stuff. So yeah, basically I just basically my uncle said like he was mind his own business, and then some random person just ran up like ambushed my uncle. But luckily he was fine. Like he was not hurt like seriously injured.
Oh, good.
He had his like his necklace stolen. Like this
Ooh.
yeah, like I mean the thing went off, but I don't know, I don't remember what actually happened because I wasn't there, and I don't know if he got his necklace back, but I'm assuming he did because Monko's pretty strong.
Mhm.
And yeah, they like I think once he got it back, they ran away fast. We never saw them again, basically.
Wow, that
And
sucks.
that and also that I went to that also this was like in our final days in Barcelona in our Europe trip because it was like the tour was like 12 days, like almost 2 weeks, but we just stayed for like a few extra days just to try and like make the most out of it, you know?
Mhm.
And the hotel I went to in Barcelona, I forgot the name, but it was pretty nice. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to go swimming because I didn't bring my swim trunks. And yeah, but also not to mention like the bus like 2 weeks I didn't have any of the food that I usually have in my meal, which was rice. I didn't had any.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like after 2 weeks, I was like I missed rice so much, and then my and then my parents, like my whole family and I was trying to find like a restaurant, and we went for like a Filipino restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and luckily we found one. It was like pretty close by, like it was a few miles away from the hotel, but we used like Uber to like went there, and
Mhm.
it was really nice. So we just took the or maybe we just took the taxi actually. I don't know if Uber was a thing in Europe, but I'm assuming it is. But like yeah, like once we went there, like oh my god, the smell, I missed it. Like rice, sinigang. I got like sinigang and rice because
Nice.
those are my favorite Filipino dishes, and
Very nice, very
oh my
nice.
gosh, yeah.
That's so funny. Like you go to Europe and then you're like, "Damn it, I want rice." And you go to a Filipino place of all places too. That's hilarious to me. Cuz I'm over
Yeah,
here as like a Filipino, right? I'm over here just like, "Dude, you went to Europe and then you got Filipino food."
yeah.
Yeah, that
We also tried to find like in like Japanese or Korean restaurants, but it was kind of hard to find because most of them were just like far away or were just like pretty much expensive. For
right. I can
for we just
imagine.
went to Filipino, but yeah, I mean like on our way back, like when I went back home, we went to like some Korean restaurant, and
Mhm.
oh my god, like I missed it so much. Like I was like generally in tears, and like I could not believe it. Like it was unbelievable. Like it hit different because like it was like a challenge, like 2 weeks without any Asian food. Mostly I just ate like European food, which is also like American food, like pasta and like pizza and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, and I kind of wish I went to Italy because their food in Italy, like they're like so good. Like you know the gelato, that
Mhm.
one's awesome. For real. Like it was so awesome.
Man.
And
Yeah, that's why.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like hearing people's stories because I want to get excited about going to Europe with my parents. Like I said, I'm going in 2 months, and I'm just like, oh man, hearing these stories both makes me laugh and makes me excited because there was a lot of money at this trip, more money than I wanted to. But now I'm here and I was like, oh, dude, that gets me excited, and that's what he's like spalding in chat. Like that one time my friend ordered a burger at a Filipino restaurant. Like, why? Why even go to the Filipino restaurant? That's even worse. But that's so cool. How long was your trip overall? It sounded like you were there for a couple weeks.
Oh, my trip.
Yeah.
I was like good for like 2 weeks.
Mm.
Basically, like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be like I forgot, like, was it like yeah, it was 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and the trip and the length to there to like from where I live
Uh-huh.
was like I forgot how much it was, but I'm assuming it was like uh it was something like 11 hours and like estimate to 11 to 12 hours because of the boating stuff. Yeah,
Mm.
because LAX. It was you know what's a funny story on LAX
What's up?
the other day? So when I was at LAX the other like on our day to leave,
Mhm.
and we were in the news. We were talking. We got interviewed by a lady
For what?
to like talk about like so how's it like traveling in Memorial Day, and I was like, oh, I mean it was like pretty cool, and not just only me was interviewed. Like my sister, my sister and I were like interviewed. Also my mom and I think my dad was too.
Mhm.
And it was like so funny. Like I I, I was like I mean it was my first time in a while being like on TV because the last time I was on TV I think was in a baseball game I think. Well I don't
Mm.
know probably I may not be right or wrong but I might be like a background character in some kind of movie or show. It's I mean it's oh YouTube
Unintentionally.
video
Unintentionally.
unintentionally. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh man. I've definitely been in the background of some unintended background YouTube videos for sure. Oh
Yeah.
man.
'Cause
That's
you know
mhm.
Cause you know what the funny thing is? My sister was in a K-pop concert. I think it was BTS.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, she was in someone's vlog. And I was like, wait, is that you? And
You found them in a vlog?
well, no. Here's what happened. Basically, my sister was watching some random vlog, some like random girl's vlog.
Uh-huh.
It was in a it was like 3 years ago, like late like towards the end of the year. And I was like and like, oh my god, it's actually you. Like I thought she was lying to me, like just joking around. And I was like, oh. And yeah, it's like, yeah, it's actually her, like, oh my god. Like I was like, it blew my mind.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny actually. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's insane.
Alright, alright. So then as far as alright, so we'll come back to that. As far as like the
Yeah.
Europe trip though, right? It was like, do you are you s- you're are you so set in eating having rice in a meal and stuff and just having like Asian based food? What were like you said like because you're having a bunch of pasta and thing. Was that just like a normal thing, just a meal there? Or is it like were you on a tour or was your family just doing have your own itinerary?
Basically, from like day one to day 12, it was a tour. And the
Mm.
last 2 days, we just did whatever we want because that's basically day 12 was the last day. And then, you know, a bus driver, I was really cool with him. I forgot his name, but he was really chill.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope he's doing well. And he also met some other people. And basically, guess what?
Mm.
I was the youngest one there in the year trip.
Dude, low key, I think I'm about to be the same
Dude,
way on my trip. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I'm gonna end up being like the youngest person on this tour with my
I'm like one of
parents.
the youngest I'm like one of the youngest people, but basically I'm the youngest one out of everyone in the bus. And I had like some like not just me who like young adults. Basically it was me, my sister, my cousin, and I think there was like two other girls who were like in the trip. And uh they looked like one of my classmates back in high school and college.
Uh
And you know, the funny thing is, one of them looked like Billie Eilish. I'm not kidding.
huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
I had small talk with her. I mean, she even mentioned. I think she also mentioned that she said a lot of people say she looks like Billie Eilish. They gave her some nickname. I don't know what it was. I mean, I've got her name, but she was pretty nice, and yeah, unfortunately, we didn't stay in contact because I didn't really ask for her in social media platform because I didn't want to be awkward in any way.
Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, that's what I'm low key worried about during my trip too, because you know, especially when it's a guided tour to countries, it ends up being much older demographic, you know, like adults or like, you know, middle-aged parents or grandparents who just want to travel and get some extra money. That's how it is for my parents right now. You know, they wanted to travel, they're kind of retired right now. So, and then I'm gonna be on the
Oh,
ship.
let's see.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, even if there are gonna be like a handful of people my age, I don't even know if I'll actually be cool with them. Because you know what I mean? I'm not like not everyone's gonna like each other. I feel like we'd bond with the fact that we're the same age, but then if we don't have like similar taste and stuff, then it's kind of pointless. So and I'm just like, man, I kind of want to do my own thing, but it's a tour, so I can't really do my own thing. So then I'm gonna be with my parents the whole time. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, man, that's what I low key worry because mine's also like a 2 week trip. And I'm like, oh man, that's a lot
Yeah,
of time, dude. And it's not like
uh-huh.
I'm not gonna miss, um, like maybe not like you because like I like trying different food. Maybe my parents will miss like some of the home cooked meals or the Asian food for sure. But for me, I think what I'm gonna end up missing a lot is not just being able to game, but more so just man having friends to hang out with in my time zone because man, that's gonna suck. I'm just gonna be here.
Dude,
I'm just
for
be like,
real.
yo, everyone. I'm gonna be awake. All my friends are going to bed and stuff. I'm like, I already know how
Yeah,
that felt when I was in Japan. I'm like, thankfully in Japan, I was traveling with my friends, so it was fine, and I
yeah,
got to explore Japan on my own thing. But if I don't get to, since I'm not exploring Europe on my own, like free itinerary and on like my own schedule, I'm low key kind of just like, man, I hope I don't get like burnt out from just like being on this trip and being, you know, always being with my parents all the time. Cause you know, I always need like my own space or just talking to my friends and stuff like that too. So then
yeah.
Spalding says, oh, you're in a Vice News video. What the heck? Link the video. Maybe we'll watch it in a post podcast show. We'll just find you. Um, you know, you're getting older when your baseball team's commentator references DDR. Oh my God.
Huh.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
when I was in Europe, I still watched some Twitch streams if I had the time to. And I gotta say,
mhm,
like watching Twitch streams in Europe was kind of different because of the time zone. Like usually the streamer like grind starts at 8 a.m. Well, like around my time zone, it starts like around like and when I was in Europe, it started like around like 3:02 or 4.
mhm.
And then it would end like somewhat like around midnight or like even later like 1 or 2 a.m. or maybe a bit earlier. But it was nice regardless because like watching streams in the nighttime is pretty cozy and stuff, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And but sometimes like watching like usually also have on the other hand I have some friends who go on voice call like around like midnight and basically it'd be like in the morning and I like to join them but I don't have the time to because we had to keep on moving. We had to move to places.
Right.
And yeah, I mean like I try my best to join like I just like chat like I don't join a voice call but I just chat in the general, you know?
Mhm.
And I just say like, "Hey, you should check. I'm in Europe, like, so I can join you guys." And like, they totally understand because they saw my Instagram stories. I mean, so basically, like a lot of people like stream like the streamers I watch, like
Mhm.
basically would be like it's like basically in around like uh like in the morning time, like 7 the earliest. While on the other hand, like some late night streamers, I'll say like probably like 9 p.m. ish. Like, no, like I mean, like late night streamers basically start in the morning in Europe, while like late night stream, like the early morning streamers like start like in the afternoon. So yeah, that's how it went.
Mm, yeah. I feel that. I feel like that's just gonna end up being me. Be like, hey guys, that's actually how it was. At the beginning of this month, I was in Mexico, and I like, you know, it's not like there's a big time zone difference or anything or time difference. I was like 1 hour ahead, but I'm still in North America. And I'm like, hey guys, you want to? People are still DMing me. Hey Neon, do you want to go play? I'm like, I can't. I'm in Mexico. But then it's gonna be
Yeah.
even worse. They be like, hey, you want to play? Can't in Europe. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting because like Europe doesn't sound as fun as when I was in Japan. Be like, hey, where you at? I'm like, I'm in Japan. Oh shit, have fun. Whereas I feel like I go to Europe, be like, I'm in Europe. People are gonna be like, what you doing in Europe? Yeah, and I feel like that's just not just my reception, but just like my close friends in particular or closer friends on the internet and stuff. So that's always gonna be an interesting story to tell. But I also have
Yeah.
a few European streamer friends, so I'll be able to watch their streams. But what when you
Me
were watching
too.
streams, you had like Wi-Fi or did you have data going around during your travel?
I luckily had data,
Oh
basically.
man, I don't even know
Cause
if I'll have
I
data.
but here's the thing.
Mm,
It was like it was pretty like it cost like a lot of money to get like data for like another country because
right.
it was really insane. Oh, and also by the way, I have the link, but I think it'll show my last name, and I don't want to reveal that.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, but it's you're gonna love it. But anyways, about the thing about data in the Europe,
Hmm.
I mean, I got unlimited, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't. I mean, it was pretty strong. I mean, the Wi-Fi in the hotel was pretty good and overall. And basically, if I go on YouTube, it would not just say YouTube. It said YouTube, like Spain.
Uh-huh.
So basically, like, luckily, not everything was in Spanish. Basically, so look, so basically, like it was like all the Wi-Fi, like my thing was everything was default in English. Nothing too complicated, basically, which is a good thing. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's a yeah. It's interesting because even when I was on Twitch in Mexico, right? Because you know how when you're not subbed, you get ads for stuff. Um, I'm trying to watch a friend stream, and then I'm getting different ads that are all in Spanish. I'm like, oh, of course I'm getting Mexican Twitch ads compared to my normal Twitch ads that I get in LA and being in the US and stuff. So I'm kind of low key interested for that one time. I'm be like, what are European Twitch ads like? But yeah, I also with the YouTube thing because it's like it's like YouTube Spain or something because there's also videos that some videos or some content creators are region locked too, and you'll get different things recommended to you because of your region. So I want to see how that goes, but because I'm gonna go to like 5 different countries, so that's gonna be really interesting for me to see as we go on my trip in a while. So yeah, dude, that's gonna be that's pretty exciting. Just hearing your stories and your travels and stuff, dude. Did you take like photos or videos and stuff while you're on the trip, or one of you are you just like a passive traveler and you just go for whatever's happening?
Well, I just take a few videos and photos. Mostly, like, I took pictures of the foods because that was more appealing to me than a trip. Just saying, that's just my humble opinion. But the trip overall, it was nice. It was really nice, and I did some gaming as well. I brought my Switch with me and my laptop. I mean, like usually my laptop because for like college and stuff. But on the other hand, my Switch, I play when I play like Smash Bros. And Mario Kart Online, I
Hmm.
was in a different. I was mostly playing with people like I do like regional. For example, Mario Kart Online like on regional servers.
Uh-huh.
Basically, what I get from people like it's on Europe, not the US, basically,
Right,
because it had a different IP address,
of course.
IP server. Yeah, but it was nice though. I still had fun regardless. Because overall, yeah. Not to mention, I have some friends who play the the pros and cons. The pros is like when I play video games or like watch streams, like I get to play with people around the same time who live in the UK or like near Europe. And on the other hand, for the cons, basically I don't have time to play with friends on US.
Mhm.
It was pretty like pretty odd on my hand.
Yeah, it's interesting to play video games in a different region too, because when you're also this is like, I don't know if everyone can will experience this, but especially if you're a gamer and you're able to play something competitive in different regions, sometimes you can just notice things that are different, both culture wise and meta wise, right? Because when I went to Japan a year and a half ago, I brought my Switch over to Japan and I tried playing Smash there. And the culture that I could just tell from playing
Mhm,
online there versus playing online here on the West Coast of the
mhm.
US is completely different. Completely over there,
Oh,
Japan. Like, here in the US, people play like if they feel salty about it, they are like, oh, they might play multiple games with you and they'll try to make you salty and over there. Meanwhile, Japan is best of ones only, and they will do whatever with no shame, do whatever they want to get the win. No one will ever rematch you on in Japan Smash online. It's crazy. So I'm like, I wonder what Europe's like, because I know Europeans still have a decent Smash scene, unlike here in the US. So that's why I'm just
yeah.
like, it's interesting. And meanwhile, Spalding's like, yeah, the SEA servers in Dota are different. Yeah, dude. 2K MMR SEA 600. Yeah. It's like same thing. Like if you were to play League in Korea versus, League in NA, I feel like the culture is completely different if you're able to notice stuff like that. So that's so interesting that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Basically, I had my my uncle and aunt that I went with in Europe. They
Okay.
also went. They went to Japan. Like on March
Oh,
last
nice.
this month. Yeah, it was really nice. They got me like a Mario Zippo jacket. It had like the Mario pole. We had like a Mario keychain as well. It was pretty cool. And I also got like a Splatoon bag. I have it, which I still have in my room. And I had the I got a new amiibo. It's the Mii Brawler amiibo. And it was really nice because I've been wanting that amiibo because ever since it was released, I tried to get it, but by the time I got to the stores, it was sold out. It's like, dude,
Ah,
seriously? But when I check it out, like in the Nintendo Japan store, I was like, they have it. Oh
very
yeah.
nice. Very nice. Glad you
Oh
got
yeah.
me who you wanted. Oh, what's up?
Oh yeah, you know about this. You ever heard about that Super Nintendo word in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's in my bucket list. I went to the one in
In
the Universal
LA.
Studios Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like the Mario Kart ride, it was worth the wait, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
Y-
I'm gonna let you know right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I don't know if it's worth it going to Japan. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the US, I feel like I okay. The reason why I say this, because I was originally supposed to go to Japan in October for my birthday of 2022. It didn't happen. We pushed it back to March 2023.
uh-huh,
On my list of things to do when we were in Osaka, because we had stayed in Tokyo first and we went over to Osaka. We went to Osaka, we went to Universal Studios Japan because that's where it is. And obviously that's also where, Nintendo Land is. Oh my
uh-huh.
god. As a tourist, Universal Studios Japan is one of the most overrated things you could ever do. Oh my god. Would I suggest going there as a tourist? I think if you pay the highest top dollar and you're able to get everything, sure, maybe it's worth it. If you're not paying top dollar and you're hoping to get stuff done, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no point. Just don't go. I'm gonna tell you right
Yeah.
now, as a tourist that wasn't prepared to go to Universal Studios Japan, oh my god, it's not worth it. You have to
Oh,
throw money at the problem and understand how they do their system. Because if you don't, you're sort of like fucked. Because I waited 2 hours to go on a roller coaster, and then like all the wait time, it's just way too overcrowded, and you can't even get half the stuff that you think you can get there because like I said, cultural wise, it's completely different from how like the US stuff works. Because the US stuff, it's like, oh, you line up, it doesn't matter who you are, you can get into things, right? Whereas Japan, where
mm-hmm.
it's like you either have to reserve it weeks in advance, or you have to like play this gotcha system if you didn't to get into something if you didn't already pay for it. So we didn't pay for it. We had to go to the gotcha system, and then we ended up losing, and we didn't go to Nintendo Land. So I'm gonna just let you know right now. it's kind of overhyped. Oh, completely overrated. So if you can't like, and I can only assume it's gotten worse because there's more tourists that go to Japan now, especially than when I went a year and a half ago. So I'm just like, I don't want to get your drag your hopes down, but I'm just saying, don't have your hopes too high if you want to go to Universal Studios Japan. I'm just let you know right
Yeah,
now, Zach. Oh my god, that was probably,
I'm taking notes.
yeah, for sure. Like that's one of the days I probably, if I had to describe something in Japan, that's probably the one I would regret the most. So I wouldn't say regret the most. I wish I did other stuff a little bit more instead. So
I get
yeah.
that.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of Universal Studios Hollywood,
mhm.
that one I went there like a lot of times and it was pretty cool. You know
Oh.
the food there? Like
Mhm.
you know that big pink donut? That
Yeah.
one's the best one. That one's the best one to get in my opinion.
From the Simpsons area.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones.
Nice. Yeah. Universe, like when some people complain about, because I go to Disneyland, right? I have a pass. Some people complain about
Uh-huh.
Disneyland food being expensive. Ah, hell no, dude. Universal Studios food is expensive, bro. Oh my
Dude,
god,
I
it's
agree
so
with you.
expensive. It's so much worse. It's
Dude.
so much like a burger at Disneyland you can get, like $17, bro. A burger at Universal's like 22. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah. Don't even get me started with the merch, like the one in the Super Nintendo World. They're basically overpriced. Oh my god.
Did you get one of the wristbands that they have for the Super Nintendo World too, for
Yeah,
the interactive stuff?
I managed to get all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, the last one I got was the Gold Mario one. I know if they will ever have the Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong one, but
Mhm.
if they ever do have one, I'm gonna get it for sure. Because I know they have one in. Do they already have one in Japan? Because I'm not aware of the.
The wristbands?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Um,
they do,
they had
huh?
the basic ones. I don't know if they had like the Diddy ones, like you were saying.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, they had I saw like a design
Mm-hmm.
saying like about the wristbands of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong,
Mm-hmm.
and basically, oh yeah, they had a design. It had like one of them had bananas and Donkey Kong on it, and one had Diddy Kong on it with the respective symbols and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like some stars and the character on it as well, which is nice.
That's
And you know what? And you know what I wish they had? Like
which one?
not other characters like they add like Wario and Waluigi. I mean, imagine that. That would be pretty cool in my opinion. Because
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting them to be like in Super Nintendo World, but because they're like pretty popular characters, but I was wrong,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
Man.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well. Mm-hmm. Dang, that's interesting. That's interesting because it's like there's so much. Like I don't know if Universal pushes merch as much as like Disney does because they're always having an event. Because Universal is just like, oh yeah, they have Nintendo Land and stuff, but I feel like they don't release as much merch. Harry Potter Land was a thing, Diagon Alley, and now they have Nintendo Land. But it's not like I hear outside of when it was first happening. I don't really hear much about it anymore because it's like the hype dies down. Then there's nothing new that comes out of it from Universal. So I'm like, I still haven't gone, by the way. Like I haven't been to Universal since probably like a year after Harry Potter Land opened. So I still haven't even seen Nintendo Land at all. So I'm excited to go whenever I can. Not right now. I'm not like it's not the biggest thing, but sounds exciting to go to eventually.
for sure.
Yeah. Man. All right. What is there anything else you want to chat about? We'll start wrapping up the episode soon. So yeah, what else is there anything you want to chat?
So yeah, that was yeah, that was a fun discussion, a fun podcast. So like we discussed like the topics we wanted to discuss. Like it was really nice because I had that actually came to my mind when I was thinking about it when I was gonna be a guest again in your podcast. Basically, it's like, yeah, thinking like when I started streaming, like my origin.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good idea to have that as my topic for you when I was doing for your podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty much pretty fun, you know, because like because a lot of people were curious about me, like, hey Zach, when did you start streaming? Like, so I just explained the whole lore to them, and it was pretty interesting, and I even mentioned like I started on Instagram. That was my first time streaming on Instagram, basically.
Mm. Yeah, man, it's good to hear. Now you can just show them the podcast. Exactly. Oh man, that just reminds me. I didn't even upload the last 2 episodes. I've been so bad at uploading. they,
Don't worry,
dang
man.
it.
Not your fault.
Yeah. No, it's my fault. I take responsibility. I'm just lazy. It's definitely my fault. No, that's okay. Don't make me feel better. It's fine. Oh
Oh,
god. But yeah, I appreciate you being on the episode, Zach, filling in last minute. But
yeah,
yeah.
man. Happy to help.
Yeah, man, it's appreciated because I was like, it's like I wanted to stream, I wanted a podcast this week because especially if I want to meet my goal by the end of the year. My goal is to hit episode 180, and I'm like, dude, I need to stop skipping weeks, and now I can just have
Yeah.
people on. So it's
Oh
meanwhile,
yeah.
Spalding, I still need to get the Kenshi Council up in here, dude. I remember asking, friggin', you guys were free back in what, May? Never happened.
You know what I realized?
What's up,
You
dude?
like I know you mentioned you said your next episode to be episode 169, which is pretty
Yes.
nice. That's gonna be a funny one.
Hell yeah. That's why I'm like, I think I have a set guess for next week on unaware that it was gonna be episode 169. March. See Spalding? March. Look what month it is. It's gonna be August. God damn it. It's because I asked you guys back in December too. Damn it. All right. Anyways,
Uh
that's an issue in itself. That's on me. That's on me. And it had to be a weekend. Dang it. All right. It's okay. Well, anyways, Zach, I appreciate you coming on the episode. We'll stick around for a post podcast show for a little bit.
yeah.
We'll watch Spalding's link where he's in the Vice News video, and we'll see that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, anything else you wanna plug or shout out or lightning round question, Zach?
Oh yeah, so I don't know if you saw my message that I got the link for you. But yeah, like someone say a shout out to all my friends, followers, people who've been my mutuals on social media. You guys rock. Don't give up. Keep working on your dreams, and I know you can be there. I know you guys got this, and you guys are awesome.
Dang, so one of the most wholesome shout outs I've heard in a long time. So appreciate it, Zach. Well, if you want to check out Zach, his channel is in the title description. If you're watching on the YouTube video, his link will be in the video description as well. So with that said, thanks for being on the episode once again. Next week will be episode 169. I think I have 2 guests already prepped for that one. Need to double check with them because I told them because they were on last episode and I told them next week or the following week was going to be the one that I'll bring them back to because that's the last week that they were going to be free. Shout out to the OG Instagram. Yeah, shout out to the OG Instagram stream viewers. All right. But yeah, thanks for
Mhm.
going on to the post podcast show and or to the regular podcast. We'll head over to the post podcast show. So Zach,
Mhm.
say bye YouTube.
Bye YouTube. Peace out.